All right, here's a small walkthrough of a beat I made tonight. Here's the beat. So you get the idea. It has some synths. These are all just like wavetable presets, I think. This kind of basic thing. This is one of the main synths. I didn't make this. This is a basic preset. I just added some reverb. Very simple MIDI. High synth layer. It's the same preset, just the notes are a few octaves up with delay. Literally, I think I just literally hit the hot swap button and picked a random one, and it was this one. And it sounds pretty decent, actually. Okay, so we got our typical comfort master effects going on here. Oh man. Can I really not collapse? Jesus. Okay. So I'm automating on this my love filter, which is just the basic low pass that I've talked about before. But to spice it up, well, to make it a bit more subtle, I have my universal dry wet device, and I'm slowly bringing it in and out. It's kind of, yeah, that makes it not quite so harsh, otherwise it would be like this. And lately at one point in my life, I was really into that harsh sound, and lately I have been preferring a bit of a more subtle approach. And the last thing that spices it up is, in addition to the low pass I have a high pass that I bring up at the very end. And you can just... And that just kind of brings it in nicely into the drop. That's pretty much it. What else is interesting? I made a fill myself here. Usually people just use these fill samples you find, but you can actually make them yourself. They're not that hard. It's one of the stock drum kits that comes with Ableton. You know, it's like a real acoustic drum kit, and you know, there we go. Like for me, I just wanted a simple quarter note type of fill. I have kicks, you know, kicks, a snare. This, you know, you can really kind of do whatever you want. And then I have just some toms. The tricky part is that it sounds good in context, but sometimes they can sound kind of bad if you just listen to them by themselves. And so you need to make sure to not discard a good fill just because it doesn't sound good, because you're listening to it not in the context of the song. Yeah, this one was a bit weird. I don't normally use like drum racks, but I was just playing around with the white katana kit. So I programmed this kind of weird thing. The most interesting thing is this little snare fill-y pattern. It's not really a fill, it's like a little roll pattern. Then I have more drum elements down here. Well, so I have the kick. Very, very good kick. And a snare. Some hi-hats. Yep. To make it more interesting, I have reverb, a wide delay to make it more stereo, chorus also to make it more stereo, and I decided to automate a bunch of stuff. So I guess not that much. The dry wet of the reverb and the dry wet of the chorus. Show? No, that's not what I wanted. Show. There you go. And I did not draw this in. I just recorded it as I recorded it in the automation, which is pretty nice to do to add some variety sometimes. What else is interesting? We have the Zelda Fairy Scream effect. So the Zelda Fairy thing is much longer, right? So, but we're not using that. I'm copying Alucard. He is the original one to do this. Sample out just that first part of the Fairy Scream. But the song is super dark, and I like how it sounds. So we're just going with the basic delay, and I'm kind of panning it around. China cymbal, doing this kind of syncopated every 3/16 notes. Bit of a polyrhythm there. Yeah, then it resets. Whew, some Travis Barker's marching snares, because I am a big fan of marching snares. I used to play the snare drum in high school, school band, and I like doing the snare rolls a lot. And no one else really includes them in like this kind of music, but I like to a lot. Even have a delay. I think it sounds super good. Adds a bit of like drama, good for a build up. A nice complement to the hi hats that are rolling all the time. 808, white katana 808 that I'm looping to be a bit tighter, using the typical trick of using the spread to make it a bit more of an interesting wide 808 sound, which you're not really supposed to do. Maybe. I mean, I actually even forgot to add a utility on to make the bass mono, so the bass is getting stereoified. The sub is getting stereoified, which is not really very traditional, or maybe a bit frowned upon commonly. And then for the Reese, I'm using one of my favorite Reese is this Reese I got from Yandere from their sample challenge. Some OTT. Sounds super good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right.